Hi, I'm Lauren Miller, and have you ever noticed that when you're in nature and you're simply experiencing something beautiful, like a sunset behind me, or perhaps a bird making a nest, or a beautiful new flower that is making its way through the earth? We're coming into springtime, and many places things are already very much in bloom. I'm here in Colorado, and things take a little bit longer. We just had a snowstorm yesterday, and I'm noticing even today just more brilliant colors. There's some leaves that came out as a result of the moisture. Many times in nature, we have an incredible opportunity to push the reset button. In fact, science shows that when you put yourself in nature, very quickly you can return to what's referred to as homeostasis, and that's a sense of inner balance. And so during this time when we're all restricted because of this forced pause, what if we used some of our time throughout the day to simply put ourselves in nature? Even if it's looking at nature, watching nature on a beautiful video, if we're in a situation where we can't go out and enjoy it, or if we're in a situation where we can go out and sit in the sun or take our shoes off and stand in the grass, or even though the beaches are closed, to be able to just drive by and open the windows and experience the smells and the sights that you see because of nature, to push that reset button. I've mentioned before the caterpillar and talked about how interesting it is that the chrysalis only has a single caterpillar, or a single caterpillar in the chrysalis, and it's isolated, and it's alone. There's not two caterpillars in that chrysalis. And yet the most miraculous thing is happening during that time of quarantine for that caterpillar. It's creating wings with its creator. And it's that beautiful experience of pulling out of the world around it, as the caterpillar knew the world at that time. And it goes into this little chrysalis, and shazam, after a set period of time, the wings are formed. And the wings actually get the strength from breaking out of the cocoon. As it pushes against the cocoon to break out of the cocoon, the wings are strengthened enough to be able to fly, to take the caterpillar to an entirely different space. And we have that opportunity now, as we are in this forced pause of quarantining ourselves. Look at this as an opportunity. What if we all looked at this as an incredible opportunity to create what's needed within us to be able to fly higher than we did before this happened? I remember when I went through advanced cancer, and I had this incredible freedom that came from just reflecting on how quick this life is. And as my mom so wisely said when I was crying one time over the fact that the doctors had told me I had 5 years to live in 2006, and I had three young children, so I had gone through some extremely dark times emotionally. But my mom so wisely said, "Hey, listen, we're all going there. No one's getting out of this alive. You've just been made very acutely aware that this is our path as we go through this Earth School experience. What we do with the time that we have makes all the difference in the outcomes we get to experience." So what if we use this time to pull into our cocoon, as we are all cocooned in a certain way, metaphorically speaking, realign with what you value most, expand those parts of you that perhaps were overlooked as you're in the midst of the hustle and bustle and chasing of all the shiny objects. Take a deep breath. Know that this too shall pass. Focus on what you are grateful for, the talents and the gifts you are blessed with. Take time to pray more, reflect more, have open conversations with your Creator, asking God to show you, what do you want me to do when we emerge from this forced pause in life? What can I do to be able to expand the gifts that I've been blessed with to truly make an impact for good in the lives of the people entrusted to my care and in the world around me. This is an incredible opportunity to expand our wingspan so that we can fly even higher than had this not even occurred. What I learned when I was going through advanced cancer and all the max amount of chemo, max amount of radiation, 14 surgeries, 16 chemos, a year of chemo, and double mastectomy, and lots of setbacks in the midst of all of that, is this amazing strength that God has given all of us to be able to overcome versus being overcome. You can't help what happens outside of you many times in life. What you can always choose is your choice of response to it. So how will you respond today to the gift of life you've been blessed with? There are certain things that have been pruned, and we prune for growth. We've all been forced into a pruning in our life. So what is the growth that will take place? Use this time to dream your dreams, to connect with the available resources you have, to imagine the resources you need to gather to yourself so that you can expand your wingspan and fly higher than had this forced pause never even occurred. So meditate upon the things in nature. Use that time to take a breath, to relax into the beautiful person that God's created you to be in this world, and then to be attentive. What's the next step for me? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do on this journey of life? We're still here. I'm still here, even though I was told I had 5 years left to live. And so there's work to be done to light up the world. What part will you play in that now moving forward? Don't waste this quarantine. Use it as a time to collect those observations from your life to make you a person that will impact the world for a greater good than had this never even taken place. I'm excited to see all of the butterflies that will emerge as a result of this time in the cocoon. Enjoy your gift of life today, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.